Okay, we are live. Um, Essentially what we're doing here is we're going to beat the game in under 5 hours. If you want to maximize your chances of doing this, there is a link in the comments to a video I made on Twitch, in which case I go through Chapter 13, collecting about 40,000 green gel and roughly around 30 to 40 trap parts. If you do that chapter over and over again, you can basically just get a lot of green gel to upgrade your stock, your ammo, your abilities. Basically, you want to try to upgrade everything. Now I'm going to unpause this for a moment and just sit in this chair. Before I start the speed run, I'm just going to go through a few things. If you look, I have everything upgraded. Now, this costs, in total, about 950,000 green gel. We are going to do this speed run on a new game plus, which means that the game has been beaten once. In order to maximize your chances of beating this game in under 5 hours, it would be good to have everything upgraded. That way you won't bother searching out for green gel. You really don't want to waste any time. You don't want to waste time exploring any areas. You don't want to pick up green gel. You don't want to... This isn't for collecting map fragments, documents, or anything. You're going to want to skip as much as possible. You're not going to even want to really sit in this upgrade chair. And if you upgrade everything, then you'll have no reason to really be in the save room. Now, I'm going to get out of the chair for a moment and show you my inventory. If you look at this, and this is a bit ridiculous, you can see that I have basically every weapon you can pretty much acquire, except for downloadable content. Every one of these weapons is upgraded. Now, if you don't want to upgrade everything, I'm going to make a few recommendations, because there are certain weapons that are going to be important for the speedrun. First, the Magnum. And as you can see, I have full stock on it. This is good to start off with, because if you've played the game through the first time, you don't actually acquire the Magnum until Chapter 11. So, if you can start off the game with the Magnum and have its ammo capacity and ammo storage full and have it fully loaded and fully stocked and fully upgraded, you will be carrying around a very powerful weapon from the very beginning. You don't really want to waste all of the ammo. The Magnum basically will be used primarily in specific instances around specific bosses, basically. For instance, Chapter 14. The boss can be taken down within 5 to 7 seconds with a Magnum, with its damage at level 4 or 5. Safe heads on Chapter 15 at the end. The 2 safe heads that come out can be taken down in about 10 seconds. The thing is, you won't find a lot of Magnum bullets in the game, which is why you don't want to waste everything. Now, you will acquire more bullets as you go on. Starting on Chapter 11, you'll be able to pick up about 12 bullets total, and another 3 on Chapter 13, making for 15. That might be enough to kill the Chapter 14 boss and the last 2 safe heads. But I would try to keep some of the Magnum ammo. You don't really need to blow it, considering the fact if you've completed the game on any difficulty whatsoever, you will have a rocket launcher and a machine gun. Now, I don't really have much experience with the machine gun, and I'm probably not going to use it. From what I understand, it's not very useful to begin with. The rocket launcher, however, will be useful against specific bosses. The way that I take down certain bosses or mini bosses utilizing the rocket launcher is probably not the most effective way to take them down. It is, however, very quick. Um, there are more effective ways that you can take down certain bosses by consuming less ammo, but they take time and stealth, and we don't have any time. You don't want to waste any time whatsoever. So that's that. Um, Now you'll see here I have brass knuckles. For anybody who's completed the game on Nightmare mode or Akumu mode, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not a linguist, so I'm not really going to obsess over that. But basically, this is going to be one of my primary weapons during this run. Um, you might not have brass knuckles. That's fine. This game can be completed under 5 hours without brass knuckles. But the reason why these are special is because any normal enemy in the game, any of the haunted, as they're called, you can basically lop off their heads with one punch. For the bigger guys, it'll take about 2 hits to take off their head. So these I'm going to use throughout the entire thing. If you do not have them, that's okay, but I would really recommend acquiring them. If you play the game, if you're going for trophies overall, especially the platinum, you'll have to beat the game on Akumu mode, um, which is extremely difficult. And I'll show you a save file in a moment. Before I get to the speed run, it took me my total play time on Akumu mode, and I'll just say this flat out. That was my second playthrough of the game, just generally speaking. You need to complete the game on survival in order to unlock both Nightmare and Akumu mode. Um, so basically, to acquire these brass knuckles, you would have needed to beat the game twice already. Um, to acquire these, you don't have to beat it on Akumu. You have to beat it on Nightmare or Akumu. So I would recommend playing the game on Akumu mode, and if it starts getting too frustrating at some point, create a separate save file and lower the difficulty to Nightmare mode. Um, Once you complete the game, you'll have brass knuckles to play on New Game Plus. So, rocket launcher, brass knuckles, fully upgraded Magnum. All of my weapons are upgraded. For bolts, if you look, I have 410 parts already to start off with. Now, on the link that I provided where I just walk around collecting green gel and trap parts in Chapter 13, which hardly has any enemies, if you go through that chapter about 10 times, you'll make 400,000 green gel, and you'll get about 400 trap parts because there's a lot of traps to disarm. So basically we're starting the game off with all of these parts to make agony bolts, because you really don't want to waste time disarming traps and doing things just to acquire trap parts, and you don't want to spend time collecting green gel. And again, sitting in the upgrade chair, just get out of the save room whenever, if you're ever forced into it. You want to skip every cutscene because that adds to the time. And basically, for the agony bolts, as these are all fully upgraded, the most important ones, I would say the harpoon bolt, the one that I'm highlighted right here, at level 5, its damage is 240% and it has fire damage. It can take down any Ruvik clone in one hit, and it does it in a way without making any noise, so it doesn't increase the awareness of any enemies whatsoever. I would have the explosive bolt at least at level 4, the lightning bolt at level 5, or the shock bolt. The shock bolt is very important. One, because you can place it on the ground, like the explosive. So you can use it to set a path in front of you for certain bosses. In case you're worried about the boss getting you, every time he hits the shock bolt, he'll freeze. And anytime you don't waste any, you can pick them back up. For normal enemies, at a level 5, they will be shocked for a very long period of time. And any enemy that runs into an enemy that's shocked will get shocked too. Anybody who's shocked, just light a match and burn them. Which brings me to stock. Having the matches at level 5 so you can carry 30 matches is a great idea. Having you maxed out your ability to carry agony bolts is great too, because you don't want to spend time going to this inventory screen and making parts, although you probably still will at some point. Again, I have everything upgraded, so I've maxed the stock of everything. And I already have bullets. Basically, I'm fully loaded on everything. The last thing I'll say is, here's a sniper rifle. Now, if I switch over, there's a high penetration sniper rifle. Same here. Handgun, burst handgun. Burst handgun, pretty useless. Don't even bother. It's just waste ammo. Although the handgun itself really is more of a weapon that's useful for specific instances, for hitting levers, for knocking down people in specific places. It's not a good all-around weapon. If you have the high penetration sniper rifle, which by the way, you can get this and the burst rifle if you've collected all the map fragments, and you've gone, while in the save room, you go up to the map located. I'll just walk to it really quickly so you know where it is, because I actually didn't have the burst rifle and the high penetration sniper rifle before. Even though I collected all the map fragments, I didn't know you had to actually... You have to walk over to the map. It's not going to shine. It'll start shining and you have to press a button. And once you do that, a case will appear on the table and you'll get those two weapons. If your sniper rifle is fully upgraded, your regular one, really, there's not going to be a huge difference here. This isn't very important. The only reason why I'm using the high penetration sniper rifle is because the one difference, at least from what I understand, between this and the sniper rifle is that it can pierce through more than one enemy. That's the only thing that seems to be different. Otherwise, the damage, the fire rate, and everything is pretty much the same. In fact, every time you upgrade your regular sniper rifle, the upgrades go to the high penetration sniper rifle. They're both connected, and so is the handgun and burst rifle. So just know, for using the brass knuckles as well, before I start this off, you want to make sure you don't have any of your weapons equipped. If I am walking around with a shotgun in my hand and I start meleeing, I'm going to hit somebody with the shotgun, and I'm not going to hit them with the brass knuckles, which their heads won't be lopped off then. And so you want to make sure you don't have a weapon equipped. The only problem with the brass knuckles is when there's groups of enemies around and you start, punching away, there is no way to aim the brass knuckles. Meaning if I push the aim button, you automatically pull out a weapon. So the problem with this is that if there's 3 enemies in front of me, for instance, and I go and punch one and there's another guy, I might go to punch the next guy, but Sebastian just might turn around and start stomping the people on the ground instead of punching the enemy in front of me. Now, which can get a little bit annoying. It won't make a huge difference because we're going to be doing this on casual mode. Again, this isn't about making things difficult. This is just about maximizing your chances of being able to run through this game. And if you've played the game on Akumu or Nightmare mode, this is going to be a little bit more fun, especially if you have brass knuckles. Playing on casual is so much easier after getting through Akumu mode. I mean, just even the fact that you can get hit. I mean, you can't get hit once on Akumu mode, and the enemies are twice as fast, they're stronger, and there are extra traps set up in specific places where there weren't before. So I think we're about ready to get started here. So I'm going to pause this because I'm going to leave and go back to the title. Well, I'll just do this real quick. Yeah, there's my Akumu completion. As a final note, if you are going to beat the game on Akumu and get the brass knuckles, I recommend while you're playing on Akumu mode to collect all of the keys. To basically collect everything so you don't have to worry about anything. You really, if you don't want to collect all the documents and map fragments, and you can do that later on, the map fragments will give you the burst handgun and the high penetration sniper rifle, but they're not extremely important, especially if you have everything upgraded. But you want to collect all the keys. If you, with the exception of one, you don't actually, there's a trophy bathed in flames for defeating Laura on Chapter 10. If you do defeat her, a cutscene, it won't go to a cutscene before you get to the elevator, and on the right side there's a statue with a key in it. If you just leave that key out, there's 44 left in the game. Now there's 45 lockers. However, there are 2 keys in one of the lockers, so that makes for 46 keys, so you can open up all the lockers with 44 keys that you get from the game. The last locker you open will have 100,000 gel in it, and you complete the game, you get 50,000, so that's already 150,000. If you've spent time exploring and you spend time doing whatever in the Akumu playthrough, you'll probably end up with more than half of what you need for upgrades. So if you look at the video that I made for going through Chapter 13, you probably literally could probably go through it about 10 times and complete your upgrades after doing that, as well as coming out with 400 trap parts, like I have. So what we're going to do is start a new game plus. I'll have to go back to the title menu. So we're going to start the speed run. The first time I did this, I completed the game in 4 hours and 50 minutes. Now, that's cutting it pretty close. And the reason that I did that is because I wasted time collecting green gel, because I was still trying to amass green gel for upgrades, and it's waste time. So I'm going to try to beat that time now. Yeah, there's 4 hours and 50 minutes, so... Now you do chapter select when you hit New Game Plus, so you have to start off from 1 in order to do this, and Chapter 1 is just a pain. It's a little annoying. Casual mode, again, we're maximizing our chances to do this, so there's no sense in making it more difficult. So here we go. There are websites that give good times to complete chapters in. For this particular chapter, I would say about 10 minutes. It's good. It's kind of hard because you're not going to be able to run. You're not going to have your weapons. It's really kind of a drag.
All units, 1199, expedite cover code 3, Beacon Mental Hospital.
184 copy, code 3, ETA 3 minutes.
Now remember, say you see skip. You want to skip every cutscene you can. It's going to add to the time. Now, obviously, I can't even run here, so okay, at least he's doing that. This is just ridiculously slow. You know, just get to the door, get in, just get through this chapter. Again, 10 minutes is good time here.
Smells like blood. All right. Stay sharp.
Can't skip every cutscene. So make sure to skip every one you can.
We're gonna check it out. Don't let anyone else through this door.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
We don't know what's happening here. You're a backup.
I'll probably make a couple of videos, maybe one doing an Akumu playthrough, chapter by chapter. For what I'm doing right now, I'll probably have to split it up into a couple broadcasts. I don't think I can sit here and play through 15 chapters without having to take a break. Especially, I mean, look at this. I can't even move. Go in here, check that out. You're gonna have to check out the audio.
Are you injured? What happened here?
Can't be real. Impossible. Ruvik is...
I've got him. The security cameras might tell us something.
The only things you really want to stop for during this play are probably matches, ammo, and syringes to pick up whenever it's convenient. You don't want to really go out of the way to get these things, though. There are a lot of places you can go to and explore and spend a lot of time doing, and we're not going to do that. We're just going to run through stuff. Unfortunately, I can't really run through this chapter, so this is going to be... This is why I can basically keep talking. I'm not going to be able to talk like this later on, especially when there's creatures chasing after me and I'm trying to get away, and this is not... Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I can't skip this. See, you can't do this any quicker than it's going. So... Which brings me to a good thing. You should have your sprint upgraded to level 5 before you do this, so you can run for 10 seconds straight. And the recovery time is quick, because you're going to want to run through specific sections in this game. Sections which otherwise, during your first playthrough, you might have explored, but now you're just going to want to run through them. I cannot believe you are not grabbing the knife. This is not helping with time. I gotta wait for him to go away. Or at least start walking away. You don't have to wait for him to go away completely. Good, let's go. I don't have time for this. God, he moves faster when he's crouching. So you're not going to be using any of your weapons in this chapter, and, you know, you can't even run. You're going to wind up limping at some point. This is just, so this almost forces you to have a bad time. But, not a bad time, but I don't mean time like I'm having a bad time. I mean, like, as far as chapter time, it's no good. Here's where you start limping. Just makes it slower. Just get out of here as quickly as possible. Which isn't really quick at all. Ah, this is terrible. One important thing to note is that if you feel like you haven't completed a chapter in a good time, you know, just do the chapter over again. I'm gonna give some times as I go along. Like I said, 10 minutes is good here. I mean, it might take 12, could take 8. It really depends. So you don't go up those stairs through that door. There are things to collect. There's a document on the floor right here, but, you know, we're not doing any of this, so I'll probably make a video, like I said, I'll play through on different modes, or maybe specific bosses or chapters, and at that point my time won't matter, and, you know, maybe I'll just play through and let cutscenes roll so the story can go by. Oh my god. This is pretty painful. Not going in there. Really, we're coming close to the only part where you really have to just avoid the chainsaw guy. Or the sadist. I guess that's his name. Alright, get in the locker. Now you gotta sit here and just wait, because he's gotta come through here and open the door to the right of you. I'm gonna say right now, it's good if you can get through the first 10 chapters in 3 hours. Or less than 3 hours. So it leaves you 2 for the last 5. You want about a half an hour to 40 minutes for chapter 15, if you can. Okay, there he goes. Now, you get out of the locker. Now, I left the eye on. Only for this purpose. I don't really care for the eye. You don't have the eye when you're playing on higher difficulties, like Akumu, and I believe probably Nightmare mode. Now, just take this bottle and just throw it over here, and he'll run to it. Get up and see, this is pretty simple. On higher difficulties I wouldn't be able to even walk through here. It would be blocked off. I'd have to wait for him to come in here and chop up some stuff. So that saves time, and it's a good reason to play on casual when doing the 5-hour run. Another good reason. because there will be places blocked off and traps in specific places on higher difficulties, so again, you don't want to waste any time. We're almost done here. In the next chapter, you'll see how the brass knuckles become a very useful resource. And for chapter 2, the next chapter, which we're almost at, should be able to do it in 8 to 10 minutes. I gotta watch. I can't skip this.
Darkness twisting me around.
I don't know, all this slow movement doesn't really prepare me for a speed run, but really this game isn't about doing speed runs, although there's a trophy for it, but
It just turns itself around and around. The night chokes tight in the noose.
see, that probably added to the time. Maybe it did. I don't know. I just gotta get out of here. Get to the point where we can start running now. Don't stop for anything. Don't get to the front door. That's it. Okay, that's chapter 1. I'm gonna save the game. 12 minutes. It is what it is, you know. It'll be fine. It could take 14 minutes and you'll still be fine. Last time I did it took me 10 minutes. What did I do differently here? Oh, I know what it was. It was when I was swinging. When I was swinging on that rope, it took me too long to get the knife. That didn't help. See, little things like that add up. Okay, so try to get through this chapter in about 8-10 minutes. Remember to, if the skip hold doesn't appear on the screen, just keep pushing X. And that's what I always do. And if it doesn't appear, then it's a cutscene I can't skip. You see, there's some green gel. It's pointless because I have everything upgraded. And
Hello? Anybody there?
even if I didn't have everything upgraded, I don't want to sit in the upgrade chair. Although they're going to force me to in this chapter for a moment. Can we just go?
Is everyone else all right? The city.
Whatever are you talking about?
There's no such
You are
thing.
the only soul here, right now.
A hospital.
This place is necessary for you. You're always welcome here.
I've been hospitalized.
I'm afraid I
Oh,
cannot
come
answer.
on.
Please, sign in here. Without signing in, there's no way to ensure you.
See, you don't have to actually save it. You can just click it and go,
This way,
but
please.
It would be good if you're doing the speed run to save it at specific points, possibly, you know. So if you make it halfway through a chapter and you feel like you have good time, you can save it. You can always choose a different slot if you don't want to.
Please, relax.
If you're not sure.
Please, have a seat.
What the hell?
You mustn't fight it. This is for your own good.
No, I'm being forced to do this, so...
Stop.
I'm not going to sit in the chair again after this.
There now. You see? All better.
Lady, am I going crazy?
Skip.
I'll be waiting.
Da-da-da.
Shit.
Force me to use a syringe.
Where am I?
I'll just use 2 of them. My syringe recovery is obviously at level 5, but it won't fill your health all the way if your health is at level 5.
Connolly!
Make sure to pick up a syringe somewhere. I don't know. Now, you see, I could sprint for about 10 seconds. You don't want to let it go all the way down, because then he'll stop to breathe. But you'll recover pretty quickly. It's another thing about level 5, the recovery time is very quick. When you stop, it's gonna skip this. Now we're gonna show you what the brass knuckles do. You gotta make sure to put the gun away though. You don't want to hit him with the gun, it's not gonna work. Now he's gonna lunge right at you, so just run to the side. Put the weapon away. 1 hit. But bye.
My God, Connolly.
His head doesn't come off. I don't know why. His doesn't ever. There's Leslie, who you'll be chasing throughout the entire game.
Were you warning me about this? You are Leslie, right? I'm a police officer. Maybe I should help you.
Should help you.
Shit. How am I gonna get you to a hospital?
Hospital. 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 Hospital!
What the fuck?
Yeah. Now, if I curse like he just did, and I asked this question in my other video, does my video get banned? I mean, this game's got some, like, graphic language, graphic violence, I mean... this is all about just running through the chapter. You don't want to go in there. There's a save room. No matter. Of course, you might want to save it. I'm just not going to. I might save it at specific points in chapters where we don't have to sneak kill anybody with brass knuckles if your head comes off. Just keep running through this board. Just make sure not to get it all the way down. I don't know. This is why the sprint level again is very good to have at level 5. Okay. Pressing X, now skip this and... we're almost done with this chapter. Believe it or not. I'll just run past them. I mean, the reason I have the eye on too is so I know when people are aware, because I know when people are chasing me, and this is again just to maximize the chances of beating it under 5 hours. Because if you're gonna melee people with brass knuckles, you're gonna want to know when they're aware, especially when they're carrying guns. Not that you're gonna die, on casual mode from that, but okay, there's stuff on the ground here. You can just avoid it. You know, just burn these bodies. They're gonna get up if you try to open the gate while they're there. Now, I just bypassed a lot of areas that could be explored and you could pick up certain items. So, map fragments, keys, whatever. None of this is relevant in a speedrun. Oh, we got a little hazy there for a moment. This actually, believe it or not, is the end of the chapter.
Get out of here.
Okay, that's chapter 2. Okay, that's good. We did it in 8 minutes, so 20 minutes so far for the first 2 chapters. Chapter 3 we want to do in about the same time, 8 to 10 minutes. This will be a little trickier, but to get through this chapter quickly, you gotta get the sadist to come out quicker. You don't need to go to the end and pull the chain at the gate and then go back to the barn to have him come out. You just need to break some barriers and he'll wind up coming out after you. You just need to get the chainsaw to open the gate. Okay. There's a syringe on the table up there. I can grab that. Even if you max out your stock for syringes, you can only carry 4, so it's always good to pick them up if you see them. Here's some enemies, just burn them. Pick up the matches and run up the stairs. Wow, my voice is just incredibly exciting. I imagine within a few days I'll just be a worldwide sensation. This is... Okay, now we want to get to the barn. Now, there's bombs in here. So... I don't know, you can disarm them if you want. But again, I don't recommend... If you look at our inventory, we have over 400 parts, so... Some things you'll have to disarm, but you know...
Who's there?
No, don't shoot. I'm not one of them. I'm a doctor. Marcelo Jimenez.
You were in the ambulance before it crashed, right?
Yes, we're lucky to be alive.
Have you seen anyone else?
My patient Leslie. I saw him running up ahead, but...
But?
Come this way. Quietly, mind you.
Let me just prepare myself here. For the chainsaw guy.
Have a look for yourself. Those things chased me all the way into the village.
Me too. They're all over the place.
There's gonna be a bunch of enemies that are gonna be around this house now. This place has a lot of traps in it, so you don't want to hit the traps.
Too many to shoot our way through.
One of us could try to lure them away while the other gets the gate open. You're the one with the gun.
If you say so.
Okay, so now let's just, there's gonna be enemies over here, and again, you just want to punch them. Here comes one. They're gonna come through the window. Oh, that's right, I messed up.
There is a crank on the terrace.
You gotta get the doctor through.
Pass through.
Okay, now they're gonna appear. One hit. Take him down with the brass knuckles.
Hey, over here.
It's great. Go to a cutscene while there's an enemy chasing me. It's good.
That old guy's gonna get himself killed.
That's the only problem with using brass knuckles. See, he went to go stomp the enemy on the floor instead of punching that one guy. Okay, I don't want to go to the left. There's a bomb over there. Now, I'm gonna take out this guy with a punch. Might as well use this. I believe there's a syringe on the... Yes, syringe. Disarm this bear trap up here. Now you gotta get this chainsaw guy to come out before. You don't need to go to the end of the village. There are other enemies around. So, you want to take these guys out. Okay. If you punch through here... Oh, come on. He'll come out. You gonna come out? Come on. Not good. I just punched him and he went down, the chainsaw guy. So, you see how powerful the brass knuckles are, but I did hit him with 2 explosive bolts.
I better hold on to this.
I'll just craft 2 more of these here. So this is the end of this chapter. And that'll be 3 chapters out of 15.
Wait! Over here! Wait, officer. You must take me with you.
Detective Castellanos.
Leslie should be just ahead. It is imperative that we find him.
Let's see what the time is. 28 minutes. Like I said, 8 minutes is good. 8 to 10 minutes for that chapter. So, this is good time for the 5-hour cut. For the next chapter, again, about 8 to 10 minutes is good. Basically, in this chapter, there are sections of houses that you can explore, and, you know, there's various items in them, but you can skip all of them and run right directly to Leslie right in the beginning. You see at the bottom it says fatter enemies have more health. Yeah, those are the enemies that you need to actually, if you have brass knuckles, you need to hit them twice to lop their heads off.
Yes. Leslie was being treated here years ago. He'd come here thinking it was familiar and safe.
You know where we are?
Just ahead is the hospice my brother runs. He'll take us in.
That didn't answer my question.
I honestly don't know. For all I know, I'm losing my mind and you're just a delusion. But I'd like to think I still have a shred of dignity and an obligation to protect my patient. As an officer of the law, you should too.
See all that stuff to the left there, I'm skipping. I'm not even going through there. I'm running right for the house. You have to go to.
What's wrong with this kid?
Come on. I don't need matches.
He's
Go right
going
down the
down
stairs.
there.
See again the 10-second sprint. Very good. Now, an invisible enemy is going to come through the door.
Leslie! Oh, thank heavens. Dr. Jimenez is here. Settle down.
Wait, Doc. I think something's coming.
He just punched him in the head with the brass knuckles. I was, you know. Oh, that didn't work. It will now. To get some syringes.
This place is a death trap.
Is there anywhere safe at all?
I think that's unlikely.
Can't get out. Can't get out.
I can't even move.
Going this way.
Can't get away. Can't get away.
Some good green gel there, but I don't need it. There's no time for this. Skip.
Who the hell are you?
No!
I will make a bypass right here and see if there's a, nope. Never mind. No syringe in there.
What the? Doctor? Leslie? Fuck.
Can you go any slower? Alright, this part's a little bit annoying, but you have a lot of trap ports and brass knuckles, so you want to get out of here quickly. So you need to go to that door over there to get the enemies to appear, but you want to drain this first. There's traps in this room, so just make sure not to trigger any of them. There's harpoon bolts around me, but my harpoon bolts are full, and there's a mine. There is a tripwire right up here. Are you going to disarm it? Okay. We can always use more parts. I mean, 400. I'll just get rid of this. Now, a bunch of enemies are gonna appear. So, one thing you can do is just kind of set up some bombs. I mean, it's not gonna really be a big deal, this part. If you're playing on a Kumu mode, it would be, because a Ruvik clone appears somewhere, and the enemies, there's about twice as many, and they're stronger. And obviously you can't get hit at all. My bomb disappeared that I threw down there, so that's not very helpful. This is one of the example of little glitch. See, this is pretty simple with brass knuckles, as long as they act. Are they all dead? Oh, there's one more. Oh well. That's that. Get through here. Okay, now Laura's gonna come out. Just gonna have to run away from her. Now this is good to have level 5 harpoon bolts if you want to hit her, because she'll light on fire and she'll start screaming like she would if you torched a body underneath her or did anything else.
Shit, I'd better run.
Now there's a guy gonna come out this door and she's gonna get him, and you want to run through the door. Just get out of here. Close this door. I also, you see, burned the bodies in the ground so she couldn't spawn on them. She's gonna appear again down here.
What is it with you?
Yeah, what is it with you? Here. Oh, that didn't work. You see, that's a little bit glitchy to me, but whatever. I mean, I directly hit her with it. Here, I'll just burn this body, because she'll spawn right on me if I don't. She's gonna spawn on a body right in front of me when I get out of the elevator. If I didn't burn the body, she would have spawned right there, so it doesn't really matter. And you just want to get the hell out of here. Now, you won't have to deal with her anymore. For now. You're gonna come down here, there's gonna be the Ruvik's gonna appear. It's not a clone. You can't let him hit you, you'll die in one hit. No matter what mode you're playing on. So, just run back to the top of the stairs. It'll eventually go to a cutscene and you'll be thrown somewhere else. There we go. He's particularly annoying when he appears, especially in Chapter 9. He keeps appearing consistently, and if he gets in your face, you're dead. Didn't do one hit. It's not a clone. That's really him, I think. Well, that's chapter 4. $36, so we did that in about 8 minutes, so that's good. Basically 4 chapters have been completed in 30, can we save it? Chapter 5, let me see what a good time would be for this one. About 20 minutes. Really depends. Yeah, because in this chapter, I think this is the one you have to face Laura, and you actually have to... You don't wind up ultimately killing her, but you have to defeat her.
Someone wants me hospitalized.
This board has invisible enemies in it. That guy's gonna disappear. See, when the eye comes on the screen, it'll tell me he's coming after me. But you'll see him walking kinda around. Doesn't matter. 'Cause I'll just punch him to death. Yeah, about 20 to 25 minutes. Oh, this is the chapter, I believe, you have to protect Joseph. Oh, that's annoying. You know what? Make sure I have some more matches. Let's get through here. Where is he? There's a guy somewhere. Oh, you can see him kind of walking towards me. I can't believe he just grabbed me. How is that even possible? Oh. Oh good, there's a syringe to pick up. There's gonna be another invisible guy that's gonna come through the door. One more. Notice I'm not even using any bullets. There's no more guys. Here. It's good to know where everything is, so you know where to run to exactly. I sometimes forget. I mean, it's 15 chapters, so okay. He's not going to do anything to you. Run, just run, 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 run. Don't waste any time. Oh, I have to deal with this crap. It's not crap, really. I mean, it's interesting, but when you're doing a speed run and you know you have to just watch certain cutscenes and do things a little slower, you just want to get through it. Which one is this? The flower? Yeah. I can't actually go through the door until it opens by itself, or by a force that I can't see. I have to do this in 3 rooms. Now, I'm pressing one of 2 buttons. The way that you know is that there's a diagram in front of the table that has a picture of the one you're supposed to. You look ahead of me, right, this is on the picture. It's just right there. Might as well show you because I have to sit here and wait until the door opens. Wait. 3 gears. I wonder what happens if you hit the wrong one. I don't think I've ever pressed the wrong one because I was very careful playing, especially on higher difficulties. I wonder if you just die. Something happens, like it's like something comes out of the ceiling and just swallows you. That would be interesting, but can we go through the door now? You can tell why it's important, like, to get through those initial chapters pretty quickly, because there's some places where you cannot do much about the time. I mean, I can't make that really go any quicker. I mean, skip the cutscene. Now you gotta protect him, this gets annoying, but it's on casual difficulty, so it shouldn't be much.
Let's get out of here fast.
I don't know, shit. I wonder if I could just... Can I just go through here? I think they're all gonna chase me down here. Hopefully Joseph isn't getting killed. But, they probably will chase me down here. Whatever. Yeah, there's more of them. I gotta see, Joseph has to open the door down here. So, see, this is another example. I can't... This is why having the sprint speed and having everything is good, because you're just forced with time on certain parts to, you just can't do anything about it. I can just walk around in circles here, because he has to disarm that.
Do you think we can get past it?
Stand back. Let me see if I can disarm it.
Goody goody. Let's go, Joseph. Why are we walking slowly? Oh, it's a cutscene.
What is it with this sound? I thought it was something electronic.
Come on, Joseph, it's not nice. God.
Look,
Well,
let's just get out of here. There's something wrong with this place.
yeah, blame it on the place. I hope he's following me and he's not sitting there coughing. Alright, this part is... Depending on what difficulty you're playing on, I mean, this part, for some people, is a bit frustrating. You gotta make sure that Joseph doesn't die while fending off a bunch of enemies, so in Akuma mode it's ridiculous.
Joseph,
But
are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think you'd better get down here.
Hold
But
on, I'm coming.
having brass knuckles just, you know, makes it easier. You just don't want to let him get killed. You really, normally speaking, in order to conserve ammo, you want him to kill a lot of the enemies, but...
How many of these things
So if I didn't have brass knuckles, I'd just be using my gun because I just want to get through it as quickly as possible. And there is ammo in the room for certain things, so... I can't even believe, how did Joseph even get hurt? If you're trying to get that trophy where, basically...
Watch out! They've got dynamite!
Is it me or him? He can't get hurt at all. He can't... to get the trophy. There's people gonna come up from upstairs. I don't care. Just hurry up here. I'm gonna sit here and wait. Might as well pick up stuff. Oh, here's another syringe.
Come on!
Bombs don't even hurt the people that much. I don't know. Oh. Good job, Joseph. Ah.
Watch out! They've got dynamite!
Who's got dynamite? Oh, there's a guy up there.
Is that it?
No, it's not it. There's people gonna charge out of here. You know what?
More of them on the move.
I'm gonna throw a mine.
Don't be a hero. Back off.
What, they're not dead? Come on. Give me my mine back. Yeah, if anybody has dynamite, even if you put it, just run away. Or shoot them with your handgun if you can. Because they'll just blow up once they hit the ground.
Kidman needs help.
No, Kidman doesn't need help.
Damn it. That was close.
Oh, good. Another syringe. I can just try to keep my health up. Okay, let's hurry up and get through this.
I can't get the thing open. I think there's another control panel around here.
22.5. 5 lower dial, 22 upper dial. But
I'll go.
it's always the same. Doesn't change. Now there's gonna be a guy around here. Depending on casual mode, you just have to blow this up. There's gonna be another guy that comes out with dynamite. Don't worry about that crap. Light it up. Cause you'll just kill yourself. Just do the lower dial first.
It's got the same kind of dials, right?
Yeah.
5 on the bottom,
Set the
22
upper
on the
dial
top.
to 22.
Skip this. Don't even bother collecting anything. Look at all that green gel. Just bypass it. I mean, especially if you have every upgrade, it's useless now.
Where'd they go?
Oh, this is annoying. Hello. How do these people grab me once?
Joseph!
Oh, this is so slow. There'd be two people that fall down. Light them. Light them on fire. They'll get up.
Sebastian!
Are you guys all right?
We're all right.
Just a few bumps, we're fine.
Can you... I have to wait for him to walk over here.
It looks like the door's locked from the other side.
Sebastian, maybe we can lift this enough for Kidman to go under and open it from the other side.
We're counting on you.
All right.
Alright, we're coming to the part where we have to face Laura again. So I'm gonna...
Let's get going.
Sometimes you want to prepare. You want to switch to the bolts. Having harpoon bolt level 5 fire damage is good because it'll light her on fire, and you basically have to kind of defeat her, not permanently, but you're gonna have to
instead of just killing you.
get her a number of times.
Maybe he didn't see me as a threat.
He? Another one of those doors.
Okay, so there's gonna be a wire somewhere over here. You can try to draw the enemies to run after you so they hit it, because spikes will come up. Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. We're not gonna do this. Oh, come on. Give me my matches back. It's not gonna do anything to me. What? I found that the last time I did this, I tried to burn her with a harpoon bolt right here just to make her disappear, and that didn't work. I had to actually light the oil patch. Where are you? Here. Well, that was fun.
Fire seems to work.
Yes, it does. Now you have to... You can do a number of things here. You can draw her into the furnace. You can... One good thing to do is, when she's spawning on a body, burn her. Let's see. She'll probably spawn here. She'll spawn near me. Now... Oh, I missed. Oh well. Here's why harpoon bolts are good. Here she comes. Climb up the ladder. She's in the furnace right now, so I cannot believe that just happened. Let me try this again. I didn't actually get her. See, I'm just wasting time here. I just died. I cannot believe I just died. Oh well, it happens. It shouldn't affect the time, it should just from the last checkpoint, so I'm gonna have to start from the last checkpoint. I'll just check the time to make sure where we're at. We're at 54 minutes for the autosave, and okay. Alright, now we're gonna try to do this a little quicker. Unbelievable. You know, I'm just gonna hit her with harpoon bolts because there's no reason not to. And I missed. God, this is annoying. I have really bad aim. This is taking too much time. Please. Good. I got her in the furnace, so. No, I missed. But harpoon bolt again, level 5. You know, I got her with 2 of those and got her in the furnace and lit 1 body. So wasted a few harpoon bolts. The good thing about harpoon bolts though is that they're only 2 parts to make, so okay. It's still good timing. When I check the autosave, I died once, so no matter, it just goes back to the checkpoint. But this is the last part of this chapter. And now I'm... It's important to note if you have brass knuckles and you're doing that, you can't really punch these guys. So you have to shoot them down. And then unhook them.
Signs of synesthesia reported. Genealogy suggests increased susceptibility to external stimuli.
Oh, I can't skip this.
Could you be what I've been searching for all these years? And under my own nose. Unbelievable. There can be no mistake. This one is compatible.
The next chapter is going to be a bit painful. Chapter 6 is pretty long, and so is chapter 10. Chapter 6 will start using the rocket launcher. sure to get the shotgun bullets back. If you know where the stuff is, then, you know, waste a lot of bullets anywhere. Chapter 5. The next chapter. Okay, we've have an hour of play. So that took about 24 minutes. That's not bad. So we've gotten through 5 chapters in 1 hour. Next chapter take about a half an hour. I'm trying to think. I played chapter 13 over and over again to keep getting green gel and trap parts for preparation purposes, and I'm so used to running through that chapter. I'm trying to remember. The first part of this chapter, it's good to have, again, I keep emphasizing certain things, the sprint, because, you see, this is an example of a place that's going to come up right here where you just want to run. You don't want to stop for anything, really, so...
Has something startled you?
Did they do something to my head?
You don't look well. You should take better care of yourself.
You have to look at these pictures in order to get to the next part. See, you don't want to spend time running around the save room because you don't know where you're going, but, of course, if you've already played the game one time, you'd probably recall that you have to go to the table and look at the photographs to get to the next section.
A church.
So the next section, we're just gonna run. We're gonna run. And then you're gonna have to wind up, you know, you're gonna be in a room with Joseph. And he has to open 2 doors. Now, I'm gonna say for myself on Akumu mode.
What was that sound?
That was one of the worst places. I died 50 to 60 times because you can only get hit once. And you have to get through 2 rooms, and enemies just keep piling through while he's trying to open a door. So just a word of warning if anybody playing on Akumu mode, we're coming up to one of the worst parts. On this mode, it's not going to make any difference, especially since I have brass knuckles, but... You just run, get away. He's not going to appear till chapter 7.
Leslie?
Sebastian? Sebastian? Sebastian?
I just noticed in the bottom of the screen it says preparation for Quick and the Dead speedrun. I don't know why it says that. That's not what I wrote. That was for the other video where I was running through chapter 13. I am doing the speedrun right now. That must not help. people looking
Same
through the live
place as the
broadcast.
photographs.
Yeah, there's places you can explore on the left and right. Normally there's a key on the left in the left building, but skip. This is it right here. Died 50 to 60. Well, see, that's a death right there on Akumu mode. This part, I died seriously 50 to 60 times in Akuma mode. He has to open 2 doors, this door and the next, and enemies just keep coming through the door. It's really just kind of painful. Obviously here it's not.
Much longer. Another moment. Just keep me covered.
Might be good to burn the bodies so when you're using the brass knuckles you don't start stomping things. Especially when there's matches in the room. Why did that guy explode? It's kind of funny. Ooh, a sniper rifle bullet. Good. Thank you. Can we get through the door, please?
Got it. Let's go.
That's the first door. There's no checkpoint in between the doors, so if you're playing on Akuma mode, it's terrible. Because there's more enemies down here than there are up there. Hello? Where are you? I can hear you. Is that you?
There's twice as many of them. You've got time to keep playing.
It's really funny when Joseph makes comments when you're playing on Akuma mode. I got time to complain. He can literally get hit with an axe, get shot. He won't die. I get hit by, or nicked by, you know, an enemy and I'm dead. I mean, if I was playing on Akumu right now with brass knuckles, it wouldn't be a problem. But when you're playing for the first time, you can only get the brass knuckles by beating it on that mode or nightmare mode, so you're going to be basically using a lot of bolts here, probably. Shock bolts, flash bolts. If you use a shock bolt and shock them, you could just burn them while they're on. There's no way. I would have been dead right there on Akuma mode, and he would have just opened the second door, and I would have been extremely frustrated.
Looks like we're out.
Alright, I'm gonna check something really quickly. Occasionally this game glitches here. This cabana sometimes will be transparent on the left or right. If it is, I cannot shoot the guy inside of it, and I have to start all over. Take out these people. Playing regularly, I mean, there's a lot of, in these cases where I'm with Joseph, I would let Joseph kill a lot of people, again, to save ammo, especially if I didn't have brass knuckles, but I'm just trying to get through this. Someone's throwing an axe at me. It's not nice. Oh, maybe it was Joseph. Can you imagine if Joseph was throwing weapons at me? Sure to shoot this bomb. Or disarm it, but we're not really doing that. God, where are these people? Oh shit. Well, that was depressing. Bear in mind I have a weapon armed right now, that's why their heads didn't explode. I can't believe there's how many of these people are there? You have to knock out all these people, so yeah. I want to do this quickly. This one's kind of annoying. If you stand all the way back where I am, the bolt, you shouldn't get hit. Now, if that was glitched right there and there was it was transparent, I wouldn't even be able to hit him. I would have to restart or reload the checkpoint. I'm gonna disarm this, you know, because I don't know. I'm not happy with under 400 parts. Oh. Gotta remember to put the weapon away. Are we done here? Oh, I just missed it. It's terrible. I hate that. I pushed... One button does two things. I pushed circle to put my weapon away, and he just lit a match. I pushed X to heal him, and he instead picked up green gel. What? Oh, I can't get him from here. What? Good, they're all gone. Now, there's a chainsaw guy who we're gonna have to deal with. So, guess we'll just go deal with that.
Nothing should stand in the way of getting to the tower now.
Yeah, Joseph. Great. Thank you. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Let's go. Oh. Here, how about this? You know, you didn't like that, did you? Are you dead yet? No? Now you are, right? Here.
Let's be careful. It could be full of them.
important to note that you want to,
The elevator is stopped at the
again,
top.
if you're playing a new game and it's not on Plus and you don't have any of these things, you can let Joseph kill a lot of the enemies. It takes time, and you just want to make sure that he doesn't die. We'll do another playthrough, a normal one. I'll play a little more conservatively and without brass knuckles and without any of this stuff. I'll play from the beginning. I'll let the story run too. Probably separate it into 15 broadcasts, one for each chapter. I'm still bothered. I can't believe it says at the bottom of the screen, preparation for Quick and the Dead speedrun. Why? If anybody's sifting through videos of this, that's what they're gonna see as a comment. Like, I'm preparing for what I'm doing right now. That's why. I don't really want to stop the broadcast unless I really have to take a break. That's when I'll stop. I'm just pausing it for 1 second here, because I have to reset my alarm. Okay. Well, let's get back to it. What's gonna happen now? I'm gonna stand here and I can't move.
I don't like that they used her as bait. Almost like someone's toying with us.
Okay. Joseph's gonna get in a bad situation and you have to shoot 2 people before he gets beheaded. That's... Skip this. Joseph's over there because he decided to run, I think, over a tripwire. I forget. It was just... he just ran. Alright, that's one guy. Now... okay.
You okay?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
Just checking for a moment. The last checkpoint, 115. Oh God. I gotta protect him while he opens the door or a gate.
You should have just let them.
Huh? What the hell?
Cover me.
Let's go.
Guy throwing an axe at me. Really like that, you know. Come on, do you have that thing open yet? It takes a really long time to do this stuff. I can't run through here yet because it isn't... Come on.
Hurry, this way.
Okay, now this section is
Are you all right?
filled with goodies, but you're just gonna run past them.
Yeah.
You should deal with 2 giants soon. And then you have to deal with the huge dog
This looks
called
like
the
some kind of a marketplace.
Sentinel,
It
or...
looks deserted, just like everywhere else. We ought to keep moving.
I just passed a treasure chest. I'm gonna prepare myself here because I'm gonna want probably the rocket launcher, which I'll use for the first time because for time's sake it isn't the most effective or most efficient way to kill the two giant brothers. The best way, if you want to conserve ammo, is to hide in a specific place and let Joseph do most of the damage.
More like when? This architecture seems straight out of the Middle Ages.
Yeah, but there's electricity. Elevators. This place can't be real.
It's like jumbled up memories.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, whenever you're with Kidman or Joseph and they're firing, in order to conserve ammunition and whatnot, you want to let them do a lot of damage. Just make sure for Joseph that he doesn't lose his health.
I'm counting on you. Find something?
Maybe. It's all symbols. Kind of cult. Hold on a minute. Let me climb up here and see if I can get a look.
Sorry, honey.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run down here and duck.
Find cover. They're shooting.
Joseph's gonna shoot that guy up there. Can burn these two bodies. One. Because they'll get up. And you're in water and you can't run, and it gets annoying. There's gonna be other people. They're not people. The haunted. Whatever you wanna. Come on, Joseph, kill him. Good job. Wait, you're not gonna shoot him? Can we please run? Okay.
Sebastian, that should lead you out near the path to the church. Keep going. I'll cover you.
Good. Just gonna kill the two ogres. The rocket launcher. Now, I'm gonna kill this one. The other one is probably gonna just run and charge at me. So, actually, it's probably good to hit this guy. Put a bolt on the ground. The other guy should run after me. Oh, he's not dead. Where's the other brother? There he is. Oh, that takes care of that situation.
Shit. A dead end.
I'll look for another route. Let's meet up by the horse statue there. This way.
Make sure to keep the lightning bolts here because the big dog's not going to be far from here. I'm gonna kill him with the rocket launcher too, because
Wait, there was something
just because
about
of time.
in that house back there. Let me see what I wrote.
This chapter, like I said, chapter 10 is pretty long. 15 is long.
I guess we go down.
I guess so.
Back in the save room. Do I have to look at the pictures again, or do I have to go through the mirror? Mirror. Oh, I should pick up some handgun ammo.
Are you alright?
I mean, I only have 34 bullets left in stock. That's just...
You don't need to worry about me.
Oh. I have to do this puzzle. Now, this is not hard to figure out. So, you're basically just going to pull all 3 of the levers, because that's what the symbols... There's symbols on the wall. You'll see a 3 with a cross through it. The third one, the lever's gone. You don't have to pull it. So 3 must mean that the body is down. 9 has 1 through it. That means body's down. 5, body down. 7, up. Come on. So you basically are going to pull all of them because... Bear in mind, if you mess this up and run through that gate, you're just gonna get killed.
Doesn't mean anything to me, should it?
Hold on a second. I jotted something down earlier.
See, so this one goes up.
It seems the sacrifices need to be lowered onto the proper altars, and the safe way to them will be open.
I heard something click. I heard something just now. Come on.
I heard something.
Yeah. It's fine.
It seems that was correct.
Now, Joseph. So, the dog's coming up. The huge dog, sentinel thing. Just want to put a lightning bolt in the ground and shock him so he just sits in one place. And just blow him away with the rocket launcher. Yeah. Oh, I gotta wait for Joseph. Alright, here we go.
Can you get it open?
You don't have to get it open. I think something else will get it open for you. Okay. He's not dead. Now, you actually have to go back in here to get glasses for Joseph. You can kill him if you want to, but we're not. We just want to get through the level. Nope, full on that. Let's run back.
Hey, over here! Over here!
Perfect timing, Joseph. Just tracked him right to me. Good job.
Hurry back before that thing finds you. I'm sorry. It's not just about being unable to see. It's about feeling normal.
It's all right. Let's focus on finding Kidman.
Okay.
Jeez, Joseph, all that for a pair of glasses.
Alright, that's basically the end of chapter 6. Timing's pretty good. I said it would take about 30 minutes to do chapter 6, so chapter 7 will give about 15 to 20 minutes. Probably 20. Preparation for Quick and the Dead. This is the Quick and the Dead speedrun. God, I didn't say that. Okay.
That sounded close.
It's all right. I'm here. Nothing's gonna get you.
You have to actually wait for Joseph to sit down. I just... Is there anything in here? Oh, matches.
Hey, Joseph. You still with me?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to do this really quickly. You gotta put 3 tiles inside of a block. You have to acquire them. So I don't know. It's kind of redundant for me to say I'm trying to do it quickly. I mean, this is for the
I'd better start searching
anybody
for my
doing
partners.
for the Quick and the Dead trophy. So you're just doing it quickly. There's gotta be. Where the hell? Okay. I think the first lithograph is up here somewhere. There's a couple enemies up here.